Welcome to DeKalb, Illinois, and home of the Northern Illinois Huskies, and we are looking forward to a sensational showdown that the fans have been ready for quite some time. This one, a prime example of how the Mid-American Conference has grabbed the spotlight on days other than Saturday for a little action. As we'll see, the Western Michigan Broncos taking on a team who is rested and ready coming off a bye, the Northern Illinois Huskies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Northern Illinois about to kick it off as we get things started. He'll return it. Slips through the line. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
What a way to start a game. Coaches always talk about from the opening whistle being locked in and being loaded and being ready to go. Taking the opening kick back for a touchdown, man, it doesn't get better than that.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. They're lining up to kick it off full of momentum after housing that last kickoff. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. A first down for the offense. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
The give to the back. At the 35, he's open. There he goes to the right. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Husky. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out in the end zone and came up a little short. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Running back searching for a hole. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll give it to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Just ran over it. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Give to the single back. They wrestle him down after he picks up 6 inside the 20 and down at the 18.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
The give to the back. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Here's the handoff. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the left side. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Broncos. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
This offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. To the ground with the back. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close.
Western Michigan, 14. Northern Illinois, 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. And the Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10. After the run, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Give to Brown. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Get it out on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Northern Illinois will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So you get stuffed on 1st down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on 2nd, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
This defense has forced a couple of 3rd downs, but they haven't been able to get off the field. Can they force the field goal attempt on 3rd? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position.
Western Michigan offense will take over 1st and 10.
The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Back to pass, it's Wolf. Fires to the tight end. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking for space. It's Buckley. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the running back. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
I mean, goodness goodness gracious, you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. Nobody touched him. This was an easy run. This is the easiest 40-plus yard run you will ever see.
Trying to punch it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Kennesaw State has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by a field goal over ULM. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Throws to the wideout. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away.
Number 98 on to punt it away.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes.
And Western Michigan offense will take over. First and 10.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Looking for room. It's Buckley. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. He's now up to 58 yards on the ground so far, and he looks to be well on his way to a 1,500-yard season. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
It's now second down.
Really need positive yards on second down. After the incompletion, they'll snap it from the 44. They go to the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Looking downfield, it's Wolf. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be fourth down. And the Broncos will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fella on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Now on second down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Broncos will kick it away to crank up the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
And 4th and inches for me is a green light anywhere in the field. I'm going to run the football. I'm going to be physical. I'm going to go to my play. I know I can get it. I like the play call on 4th and inches to go.
And the timing just a hair off. Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. To the air, it's Hampton. Gets it to the back. Keeps the legs moving. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Using the quick game.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. It's a draw. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Made a defender miss. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The offense threatening close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Huskies. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Going to the ground. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Open space at the 25. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Second down.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. It's caught downfield. Touchdown, Western Michigan. They take the lead with the 6.
The quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. The Miami Redhawks made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing inside this program. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Dropping back, it's Hampton. He looks that one in nicely. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Grab near the sticks. It's Barnes. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again.
Western Michigan, 28. Northern Illinois, 21.
The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll leave it with him. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Right back to the well.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Now they'll run it to the right here. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Hampton. Coming after him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Good disciplined defense on that play. It's 3rd and long, right? You're not going to bite on a play fake. Nobody's going for that. Everyone knows it's a passing situation, and they use their speed to get to the QB.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Oh, the attempt is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Western Michigan, 28. Northern Illinois, 21.
The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David.
And he breaks into the open. Running inside the 20. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
And first down for the offense.
And the Broncos are threatening in the red zone. Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Quick catch on 3rd down. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Offense getting set for 1st down. He wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw. It's Hampton. Gets it out fast. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
He uncorks a laser deep down the middle.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to get to him. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Yeah, and you needed points. You wanted points badly, but listen, the offense, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get in their 4-minute offense. Now, I got to start preserving that clock, using my timeouts, try to get a stop, and get this ball back to my offense.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Broncos! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it, be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
To the air, it's Hampton. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. We reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Picked off. Takes it the other way. At the 30. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. A handoff, keep working on that clock. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches. I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. Third down in inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left.
Western Michigan.
And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? They'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Broncos! And the pummeling has started. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. And he makes the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
21.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting until the bitter end as they'll take the unvictory formation. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm